Welcome everybody to look at a limited edition release from Umbrella Entertainment, and it is 2009's Triangle. So this is directed by Christopher Smith, who also did Creep and Black Death. The latter of those is my favourite out of the two. And yeah, this is a psychological horror film clocking in at 99 minutes long. Stars the likes of Melissa George, who was in Dark City, The Limey, and Lonely Place to Die. Liam Hemsworth in his only his second major role at the time, who was also in the Hunger Games series and Independence Day Resurgence. And finally, Michael Dorman, who was in the 2020 version of The Invisible Man, as well as Daybreakers and Goldstone. So when Jess sets sail on a yacht with a group of friends, she cannot shake the feeling that there is something wrong. And that is really only the bare bones of this plot. So even though I have enjoyed films from the director before, this is definitely my favourite of this, as it absolutely nails its time loop narrative structure. The pacing is also perfect. The cast is really good. It never gets confusing. The violence is well executed. There's some decent tension. The production, outside of a few dodgy special effects shots, is still solid. The plot is highly engaging, and the ending is satisfying. Now, sure, it isn't overly scary, but the real joy of this is seeing its plot gradually unfold like one of those triangle paper fortune tellers. So, yeah, really, really well done. It is only on Blu-ray, no 4K release with this, unlike Eyes Without a Face, which we've already looked at. But still, has had the limited edition box set, well, hard box treatment, just like Eyes Without a Face did. And yeah, it's really nice that they've done this just for a Blu-ray as well as the 4K of that aforementioned film. And like that, we get a slipcover as well with the better artwork that this film has. Get rid of that hair there. So yeah, much prefer this artwork to that one. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of that one. Quite frankly, it makes it look like a film that it really isn't. But still, it's nice to have all the different varied artworks that you can have for this film. And there's the disc. So the only difference in terms of the sleeve is the lack of the rating on the front, which I like because it means that you can, you know, you still comply with the rules when it comes to film certification and stuff, but then you also can have the reverse where you don't have that at all, which when it comes to Australian ones in particular are quite large. UK ones are a lot smaller ratings in terms of the actual label, so I can see why they do opt for the reverse sleeve as well. We also get a poster with this as well, which is on nice thick paper. So we get the two different artworks that we've seen already. And like I said, I do prefer this one overall. So yeah, that's nicely done. We also get some lobby art cards as well, or at least replica ones. Oh, or no, just art cards actually, these ones. So yeah, minor spoilers for the film. All nicely printed, all on good solid cardboard. Then we also get a booklet as well. I really rather like this artwork as well. I'm pretty sure this one's new. Nothing on the reverse, and inside we get At Sea, The Shape of Hell in Christopher Smith's Triangle by Anton Bitel. Um, yeah, it references other films in this, like The Shining and Groundhog Day and Death Ship, for obvious reasons. I wasn't a particular fan of that film, to be honest. So, yeah, but I know some people are, and see why in some respects, but just didn't really work for me. And then we also get Anchors Away, visiting the set of Christopher Smith's Triangle by David Michael Brown. And there's various shots through this as well, various posters of the films that you could reference in relation to this. So 1201, um, Groundhog Day, which I've already talked about. So that's nice enough. And then we also get a some special features on the discs as well. So yeah, you get feature length audio commentary with writer director Christopher Smith, feature length audio commentary with producer Chris Brown, moderated by Shane Armstrong. Then we get feature length audio commentary with director of photography Robert Humphries and production designer Melinda Doring. Interview with writer director Christopher Smith. Interview with producer Julie Baines. Then you get Phantoms at Sea, a video essay on nautical horror by Alexander Heller Nicholas. The Making of Triangle, deleted scenes, trailers, the Storm special effects featurette, behind the scenes gallery, storyboards gallery, and set build gallery as well. Yeah, overall a really rather nice comprehensive release. To be honest, been a massive fan of this film. Granted, if you are in the UK, for instance, you can buy this on Blu-ray. There's I think it's £7.99 on HMV at the moment, which is obviously a lot cheaper than buying this from Australia. But because I am a massive fan of this film, I didn't want just a simple Blu-ray release from a few years back. I wanted a newer, updated release, although I'm not sure if this has had any restoration work on it or whatsoever. But the Blu-ray still looks really rather good. And at the end of the day, because I do love this film so much, 4.5 out of 5, by the way, I wanted a more special edition version, quite frankly. And yeah, to get the poster, the art cards, the write-ups, and all of those special features, which I'm pretty sure are not on the standard Blu-ray from over here in the UK, is yeah, a really good thing. And this is one of 1,500. So yeah, not many of these out there, if there are any out there at all now. But yeah, if you are a fan of this film, I do highly recommend this version. But if you've not seen it before or weren't that big of a fan, then I'd go for the cheaper Blu-ray, if you cheaper standard edition Blu-ray if you can find it. I'm pretty sure Umbrella will release a standard edition Blu-ray once this limited edition runs out. They usually do. So yeah, but I do highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But if you have, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.